Hey guys, it's Dean with Commercial Fitness Concepts. Just hanging with Brant again. What's going on, Brant?
How you doing, Dean? Good to see you.
Good to see you, bud.
You know, Dean, you've had so much incredible success building Commercial Fitness Concepts with Brandon to a mega $1 million operation nationwide. But you know, a lot of people, they see, obviously, you use the equipment you sell, you're good consultative sales, and you're giving these great tips and motivational things on Instagram as well. But you know, Dean, a lot of people don't know there's a story behind your success, especially as a young man, in terms of determining to do something with your life and with your body.
Absolutely. Growing up, I was raised in a single parent family home without a father. It was tough. There was not the ideal way to grow up. Didn't really know coming out of high school what I was going to do with my life. Had a tremendous amount of anxiety about it. However, I was a very determined young man, and honestly, I used exercise since I was a little kid. I mean, literally from when I was 13 years old to kind of get me through this whole thing. So I can honestly say that exercise and weightlifting has got me to where I am today. It's a pretty amazing story. I mean, I was let me see. When I was 13 years old, I had my first set of dumbbells. It was a plastic set of dumbbells with concrete in them. I was 13. It's my first time I ever lifted weights, and and I just took to it like it was just what I was going to do for the rest of my life. I was a wrestler in high school, and so I built muscle real easy, and it was one way for me to deal with my the fact that I didn't have a dad. I mean, it was just one way I dealt with it, and then when I was 18, I had my first bench built. I had a local guy here, is Bob Cacaro, who actually built me a bench. And it was funny because this bench was an Olympic bench, like what I sell out here. And I had it in this one bedroom. My bedroom was still living with my mom at the time. And it took up the whole entire room. And my mom used to open up the door and it would hit the weights. And she'd be like, there's nothing but weights and plates in here. It was like one bench, a bar, and plates all over this whole room in a bed. That's how much I loved working out, and so I always knew that at some point in my life that fitness was going to be a big part of my life and part of my journey and part of my success, and not really knowing to the extent that it was going to be, and look where I am now. It's an amazing story, to be honest with you. It truly is.
And from being the son of a single mom and working with what you had to having your own personal gym at your home now.
And it blows me away. You've seen some of my Instagram videos where, after a workout, I'll literally sit down and thank God. I'll be like, wow, this is amazing that I have this. It's a state-of-the-art facility. And I had, and what's funny you said that, we're going from the plastic plates with the concrete to the bench that I built that we put in my room that was welded for me, personal bench, to what I have now. So it was starting and building and building and building to where it is now. And what's funny is within my next home, I'm actually gonna build a gym behind the house. Wow. So I'm gonna actually have a health club that's gonna walk out the back door. It's gonna be right out the back, and that's because that's what I want. It's my passion. It's what I like. It's exercise.
And you know what? Dean, your customers become your friends.
Yep.
And people love you. All over the world, people see your videos. I was even talking to a guy yesterday who's seen your videos. He says, I feel like I know him.
Yeah.
And that's just from YouTube. But in this fatherless culture, you've got young men and women, especially young men, they're trying to find their way. They need encouragement. Man, they need you, Dean, and they need some type of guidance. What word of encouragement would you say to them right now as they're trying to find their way?
Well, there's a lot of things. You really got to listen to. You got to find a good mentor in your life. If you don't have it in your home, seek it out. Find somebody that is a good mentor. I had some good mentors, some people that really cared about me and that would pull me off to the side and say, hey, it's not as bad as it seems. You can make it. You can get out of this. One of them was my friend's father. There are people out there that do care, and you need to find the people, and you need to get somewhere where you find those types of people, and you want to stay away from the people that they're going to pull you down. You got to know that someone cares, and you gotta find that person, because there are people that care. Especially in this newer generation, man, it's a lot different from it was when you and I were growing up, Brand. It's just cold and it's kind of scary. It was starting to get bad when we were kids, but now these kids are lost, and they don't have anybody, and their parents are growing up, not being really good role models.
Right.
So
Find a mentor.
Find a mentor.
Set your mind on a goal.
Yeah, so find a mentor. Find someone like me. I mean, I would love to be able to help people out. If someone comes to me and says, hey, how do I do this? I get excited about it.
Well, Dean, you have a lot to say to this generation. I have a feeling you're going to be saying a lot to this generation as well. And check him out on Instagram. Look at the lower third, and you see the address there, Darius Dean Fit.
Darius Dean Fit.
Yeah, and may I tell you what? I look for some more great things. But thanks so much for what you're doing for this generation and also for people in the professional world. You're a breath of fresh air. You give good encouragement, and you live what you say. And that's very rare, Dean. So thank you so much, Dean Nabob, General Sales Manager with Commercial Fitness Concepts nationwide. Check out commercialfitnessconcepts.com and look for some more great things from Dean Nabob. Thank you, Dean.
Thanks, guys.